Hi. Gonna do a bit different video today. You see, when I started doing these videos, it was just basically going to be a couple of few minutes, get it off my mind, and move on. Um, but it's kind of morphed into something more of that. And I got an email today that was basically, dude, I like what you say, but who are you, and can I trust what you say, more or less. And basically, who are you? I thought that was a pretty intelligent question, so I decided to do a short video on who I am. As you can see, today is the first working day of the new year. I am as I said in a past video, I'm a strategic planner for a communications computer technologies company, an international company. My job is an executive board level position. So that's what I do. I've been doing it for about 18 years. Prior to that, I was a business consultant for Fortune 500 companies, and before that, I founded my own business, and before that, I was in the military, Marine Corps specifically. My experience goes from communications, starting in the military, and other few things there that we won't discuss, all the way up through modern communications, computer networks. We've done a lot of business nationally and internationally with financial institutions and governments. So basically at every step of the line for the last 20 plus years, I've been involved in contract negotiations and the language of business and the language of language. So from that, it's taught me to listen to things very carefully. It's also taught me to be very guarded in what you say, because what you say leads in the direction you're going. Not talking about deals, but talking specifically about human nature. That is who I am at a professional level. Personally, I'm divorced and a single parent. And as I stated, I travel extensively. And that's about as deep as I'm willing to go to answer your question. Typically, I only speak about things that I am very certain of, that I've looked over the data on, and the data has spoken to me. My job relies on me, or the company depends on me, to make rational, logical, and calm decisions based solely on the facts and not on emotion, which is what I'm trying to do here in the things that I see. As I stated in an earlier video, I swore an oath very young in life. The military is very good to me. I went to college a couple of times through the GI Bill, and learned a great deal. And I'm very thankful for those opportunities. I am by nature not a conspiracy theorist. I am open to listening to the data. Some of the things that I've heard in some of the conspiracy theories have been way out there off the edge. Some of them I've heard are pretty rational and logical. There's a few gaps in them that the holes need to be closed on. But I've found in some of the more intellectual ones that I've heard, I come back with questions. Not questions of the theorist. I find myself standing on their side asking questions of the government to provide this documentation. And when they don't, I sit and look at the reasons they're saying why, back from a strategic planner's mindset. Why are you saying no on something we should have? Why are you filing documents that are out of the norm? And I also happen to look at the administration. The administrations. In the last few weeks, I've taken a tool set that we've used for better than a decade to look and spot trends in business, and have begun to apply them to government, and specifically the actions of the Congress in the past administrations, the government as a whole. Let's look at it and say the government, as they would say in the South. Left or right, doesn't matter. Republican, Democrat, socialist, communist, whichever. It doesn't matter which title they hung on themselves at the time. We just look at the trend of what government's done as a bureaucracy. from those things, I've gotten very concerned, which is why I'm becoming more active, which is why I'm speaking out a bit more. But in a nutshell, that is who I am and why I'm here. I do enjoy the conversations, the people that send emails. I do appreciate the comments, and I do appreciate the criticisms too. Had a few of those. Haven't had a lot of views on my channel yet, but had quite a few people come out with a very staunch opinion. I will clearly state that I do not work for the government. I am not a government informant. Things that have been labeled my direction lately, which I thought was pretty laughable. I do not currently work for the CIA or the NSA or the FBI or MI5 or the Mossad, as one person stated in an email. The thing that's funny about the World Wide Web is you can point a finger at anybody and say what you think they are, but you always have to look at the 3 or 4 fingers that are pointing back at you. So I'm going to continue to do what we're doing here, trying to handle this in a rational manner, and I invite you to ask questions. I will only tell you the truth. If I make a mistake or if I quote something, I will come back and correct it. I do want to say that we have put together a web page or a group, and that group is, I'm sorry here, I'm looking at something at the same time as I'm doing this. It's amazing how complicated YouTube can be from time to time. The website or the group we've put together is Rational Patriots, and I will put a link in this, which will be the first link I put in the YouTube. I have asked a person on my staff to begin to help doing some graphics, and we're going to start networking this channel. So I invite you to come back. I invite you to ask questions, and hopefully this video helps you understand a little bit more about the bald guy who's usually in sweats, asking you to think. I hope you had a good day, and we'll see each other later. Thank you.